6'1", from Chicago, Illinois, your host for the Give and Go Hoop Show, Low Battle. Hey, what's up? It's Give and Go time. It's your boy Low Battle. Hey, I'm coming with you. Some people asked me a question. They said, how is it that you come up with the topics to talk about and avoiding doing like Sports Center and talking about the Miami Heat every day? Okay, so that's my take on Miami Heat today. Okay, so, well, I told them quite easy. I said because, sport reporters and TV sport reporters and things, they're pretty easy to give you material because sometimes they have slow days and so they say stupid stuff. And then, therefore, it gives me material to talk about. Now, before we talk about the topic today, which is the heart of D. Rose, I want you to know I'm not being a homer because I happen to be from the city of Wynn on the south side. I'm just stating fact. And that's just kind of what it is. I was reading today an article by John Hollinger, ESPN writer, and he was kind of pointing out that Derrick Rose is not quite an elite point guard. He'll never be the top elite point guard for the simple reason, and I mean, he was breaking down these, mathematical equations and things like that, saying that, his free throws, he don't get to the line enough, let's say Deron Williams from Utah or something like that. And so and he was just saying he doesn't rank as high as some of the other point guards and things. And it's funny because I looked at this little chart about, free throw attempts and true shooting percentage and all of this stuff. And Derrick Rose was kind of down there at the bottom, right with some other point guard named Rajon Rondo. Okay, so he's another one who doesn't get to the line a lot. And he was saying, well, Rajon don't want to go to the line because he shoots not that well, and Derrick Rose shoots 77%. I told you it was a slow day for him. So he just made up some crap like that. Think about it. Okay, Rajon Rondo don't rate as an elite point guard, but he has a championship. Deron Williams is rated as an elite point guard, but the Jazz don't never win a championship. And I looked at it and I said, that's the problem with these writers and stuff. They probably never balled in their life, and if they did, they probably wasn't very good, and I'm just calling them out. That's the way I feel about it. I have played, and I know I was good. So that's all. But the thing is I said, man, you can't judge a person by statistical data, like how many times he get to the line and he doesn't get to the line like other people and all of that stuff, because the truth of the matter is, I said, think about it. D. Rose has something that a lot of other point guards will never possess. A lot of players will never possess. It's called heart. It's called heart, something he developed in the south side, on the south side of Chicago, in the streets, playing in the hood, and he got that innate will to win and to be the best. Now, what's the statistics for that? How do you equate that in there? What's the percentage of heart that a player has? See, there's no way you can equate that in there because that's not exactly how you determine a champion. And so I was reading this guy's article and I looked at it and I said, you just must have had a really slow day and don't get me wrong. He said some very, credible things and some complimentary things about Derrick Rose. So he wasn't putting no boy down. He was saying, it's just, he's worth the ticket, the price of admission. He'd love to go and see him because of those plays, how he slashed the rim and he's so smooth with his plays and that's how he shake people and that's why he don't end up on the line. Let me give you a quick lesson in basketball that I learned a long, long time ago. And there lies the problem with a lot of basketball today. The object of basketball, you can go back and check some old school coaches, is to take the highest percentage open shot. In other words, you're not trying to get contested. You're trying to go where people aren't. I mean, I'm sure Derrick Rose can go to the bucket and never try to reverse the ball, never try to up and under on somebody, never try to do any of that and see if he can draw a foul. But he understands something that obviously these sport writers don't understand. The object of basketball is to put it in the rim. And the best way to put it in the rim is get out of the way of other people who are trying to stop you from putting it in the rim. So, oh boy, you might want to check that out. Next time you're watching D Rose play, look at how many times he avoids the players so he can make the basket. If they just happen to foul him in connection with making that basket, then so be it. But you can't judge a player because statistically he doesn't rate like other players. And until they can come out of an equation to judge someone's heart and what they have inside of him and that will to win, then you really have nothing. So, hey, like I said, for all my Bull fans out there, don't read that garbage because that's just basically what it is. May all your jump shots hit the bottom of the net. Life, love, and hoop forever. Peace.
Yeah, boy. Gilla House in the building, nigga. DJ Cool. You already. Yeah. 10 seconds. They said I don't belong up in here and shit. You know what I'm talking about? 5 seconds.